I wanted to bring to their attention some cases. And
all good. I got time. Drank a double espresso 2 hours
oh,
ago.
did you really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay, but I told
Welcome
the
to my law
police-
office.
Oh, wow. Wait, so where are the boats?
Oh, the boats are right down there. Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yep,
oh,
yep,
sweet. Oh, it's one of those ones you put together? Oh, sweet.
Yep. Feel free to have a seat.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, this is very comfy. Well, this is very nice.
Yeah. We'll wait for Alejandro. I was this was my post-retirement plan. I'm gonna get right back into law, focus on legislation writing, and then the whole bunch of bullshit happened, so I had to run again. No.
Oh, of course. You know, and it always pays to be prepared. And holy smokes, you got so many bookshelves here with so many books there. You look like you are very well prepared for this.
Yep. I was law offices and investment firm. You know, something to keep me busy. You know what I mean?
Well, of course, absolutely. Even, I mean, hey, great location too. There, I guess you're not too far from our law firm offices there. So,
oh, is your law
easy
firm
commute.
up here?
Yeah, we're up at the we're up on Grapeseed there, number 34.
Ooh, good shit.
Yeah, we're 2 doors north of the last call, the bar there. So, yep, we're just waiting for the furnishing to get done there, and it's gonna be really slick there.
Yeah.
Because a lot of clients there, sometimes they don't want to maybe meet at the courthouse because they, maybe have like an Orant way. That's Big Latin. I learned that last week. And I used to rent offices at the FIB building, but that's always not so well advised to bring a client there because, well, they're really scared that their conversations are going to be recorded. Even though I would take measures to make sure that, I'd start playing like the Lord of the Rings trilogy in the background, so that way if the FIB tries to play it, they can't because it's copyrighted.
Yeah. Sorry, I've been up for like almost 14 hours. I seem a little out of it, but I've been meaning to chat with Alejandro, and I think you'd want to hear this too, just so we can keep it on your radar. So, how have you been liking? How are things with you?
Well, I've been doing pretty swell. Getting lots of folks there that want to be taking some cases on there. Geez, we're actually talking to the judge there before there. We've been having some cases there that been looking to battle on there, but these officers, they dropped the charges or they've been settling with me. So I think they're afraid to take me on in the courtroom there now. So it's been pretty sweet winnings for old Paul Hammerstein here right now, but still keeping busy with lots of stuff though. Lots of folks that want to take some cases on there, get their voices heard in the courtroom and whatnot. So
good shit.
I'll get some stuff after for that.
God fucking damn it! Hurry up, Alejandro! Hurry the fuck up, motherfucker!
And also, congratulations! This is my first time seeing this since the big win there as well. So congratulations! Oh boy, I can't wait to see what this term unfolds here with you. This is monumental.
Well, the penal code's getting rolled back more than likely. All those fines and times that hiked in February, they're rolling back. I mean, unless something happens, but I'd be surprised. 3 of the 4 legislative authorities agreed. We did a full assessment of it's a lot of things happen illegally. Let's just put it that way.
This is such a cool place.
Yeah. My dream. There's a lot of things that we've wanted to do last term, but going into next term is a bar association run by the counties jointly, because we need more lawyers. We need the avenues to get training. We need the avenues by which, because if we don't have new lawyers, if we're not making sure that we're putting enough money in y'all's pocket, then there's not enough representation. But equally, if we don't have lawyers, how do we get new magistrates? How do we get more judges? How do we trickle the legal knowledge up the chain? You know what I mean?
Yep.
And this was gonna kind of be the start of it. So, but I guess that's a little meeting spot for lawyers to come to and whatnot. But I was telling Alejandro, I was saying earlier, like, please forgive me if I sound like out of it a little bit. I've been awake for 14 hours, but since I saw you, I wanted to bring this to your attention. That court case that happened. Wait, post on Twitter. Sorry, 1 second. I just got a interesting. What the fuck? The zoo looks so good. We haven't opened.
The juicy one?
Wait, what the fuck? Wait, what the fuck? Nino.
Hello?
Is this a dog?
Hi, my name is Charles Cumberland.
Sorry. I have no idea. Sorry, I think a dog
did
just rang me.
just try to call you about the zoo?
I don't know. Like I think a dog just tried to call me. I just heard barking.
Well, I guess you are everyone's mayor.
Yeah, I guess so. Jesus. The court
There's
case
nothing in the rules that says a dog can't use a phone.
Wait, Critter Rescue Conservatory. Is that yours or a competitor? Hold on, sorry, I got to take this real quick. Is that your thing, I'm assuming? Question mark?
Well, I guess she was one of the people that was in a tour for our new facility, so maybe she's talking about us, but she was like, the zoo looks good, and I was like, what the fuck, did it open?
Oh, yeah, and then when I saw that, I figured maybe you have a competitor, you know what I mean?
Oh, no, because we just opened our new Grapeseed location today. We've got to get the animals brought up in the next day or two, but we finished construction, so...
Gotcha. Okay,
we've had a bunch of people coming in and out for tours, which you're welcome to do if you'd like to see, but...
Absolutely. I'm going to try to make some time tomorrow. All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I would love to chat with you sometime soon about legislation, but it doesn't have to be urgent.
Easy. All right.
All right.
All right. You take care.
Thank you very much.
Anytime. Okay. So, there was the court case that transpired recently. Alex, you were in that court case, I think, with Tony, right?
Yes.
The aiding and abetting.
I intend to appeal that.
Good. Beautiful. That was gross.
Yeah, that was pretty weird.
I think we're in agreement as to the who, what, where, why, right? Like, there was no due process. It infers that people can magically become wanted without due process once again. It's just, and the worst of it is, it is inferring that case law, like, I don't even understand how it works because there's case law describing what the law is for, and it's being applied to something that's not even remotely similar, right?
Yeah, so from my understanding, that does not apply to parole violations.
Yes. By definition, like it's even clearly spelled out. So is a parole, you can, like, in the moment say you violated parole, and what, it just magically they're wanted now? Like, what does that mean? It's bastardizing the word wanted, right?
So even if you thought it applied to parole violations, which I don't think so, how can someone knowingly help someone who violated parole if the judge didn't determine that he had violated parole?
Yep.
So if he hadn't officially violated the parole, how can you knowingly help someone who violated parole? I don't think you can.
And no, I don't think so either. And even the inference that Ventura said, hey, they're breaking parole. You cops can lie. That's not an official document, right? Even breaking parole requires a process, right? So the process of the parole having been broken hasn't even been filed and stated on the docket, right? So, like, where that's opening a very strange door of, like,
yeah, and
like, does that mean that if, let's say, Alejandro, you ran a red light, right? Just an example in this, and I said, Alejandro, get in the car. Am I aiding and abetting now because you're wanted because they said stop? Because that wasn't the intent of this aiding and abetting charge. It's someone that's convicted and wanted, right? For a hag charge.
This is for someone who... Exactly. And I don't think even Justice Falconer thought it applied because he closed the bail docket. Why did he close the bail docket if he still thought these bail penalties applied during the parole? Don't close the docket if you think the thing still applies, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm glad you are going down this road. That is amazing.
Well, I want to do that. The guy we were representing, like, listens a lot to Tony, so it will depend if Tony wants to appeal it, I think.
He does. I spoke to the guy who was for some reason at the dock outside 3 hours ago.
Okay.
Raccoon, yes. Definitely, I'd say work with Tony on it. That's probably the best way to do it. Okay. And definitely appeal. I'd go as far as saying you should file an ACR.
Well, I don't want to do that. I mean, we have one justice that works. I'm not going to file an ACR against him.
Well, an ACR isn't going to fire him, right? Maybe the appeal will be enough. Oh, man, that's so unfortunate. You're not wrong. You're in the same mindset that I have every time something bad happens. Is like, what if we scare someone away?
Yeah, we don't want to scare Justice Falconer because he actually works. So
yeah. But there's a second end of this, and I'd love to hear your opinion. Is why is a justice misapplying law?
I don't know. So we were talking to him afterwards because his idea was like, well, these guys are so stupid. They are like wanted for killing a cop and they broke their parole. Like they should not be doing that. Like,
but that's like that's feelings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And for me, it's okay if they include parole violation in this aiding and abetting. That's fine, but they should write it down before they start finding people guilty of it.
Agreed. Yeah, have them break it, and then if you help them, that's another thing. Okay. There was another thing that I wanted to bring up. God damn it, Michael, do you remember? I don't know if I brought it up with you. There's something in regards to Alex that. Are there any what cases are you working right now? It may have been something else on the docket. Let me pull it up. Are you working any of Jay Hobbs's cases?
Yeah. the only case he has there.
Ah, he has a second situation that popped up with Helen Highwater, in which she mag dumped him.
Yeah. I told him like, okay, I'm going to put this on the docket first, and then we can talk about the second thing.
Easy. There is a individual that goes by the name. He was gonna be a cop, and what do you call it? He was gonna be a cop. His name is Mason Crew, and then BCSO happened. Helen Highwater. He went. Okay, so Mason Crew was gonna be a cop. He applied, clean, whatever. And one day he is getting taken hostage at the jewelry store. And this dumb fuck, Helen, as well as Cohen Riker, if you don't know his history, this guy violated someone's rights and then altered the MDT report prior to trial. 4 months later, when the trial was scheduled, he altered it, was found guilty of tampering. He was fired and just got hired by the BCSO. He was Helen's partner that day. They picked up Mason, berated him, and then dumped him off at Mosley's and said, get a fucking job. He's now a lawyer.
Yeah. He texted me to work together in the J Hobbs case.
Yes.
Yeah, I was there for his interview.
For the, which one?
For Mason, for his interview for
PD?
getting his. Yep. For his it's for his probationary lawyer there yesterday.
It's because of what happened with him. This motherfucker's been in the city trying to be a cop, and he's been abused by fucking Highwater. The thing is, he's trying to ACR Highwater over the behavior. And speaking to Jay, who mentioned the hop out Helen situation, I wanted to point Mason at you because I think between the two incidents that Jay had, the incident that Mason had, and possibly other incidents that's taken place, this, in my mind, very much calls for a conduct review. And
Yeah, I mean, well, if we'll see if she gets fined liable because of what she did, that's a separate thing. But if she was mistreating an applicant for BCSO, yeah, that's concerning because that guy
for
is not a
LSPD.
criminal.
Yeah.
For LSPD.
Yeah. But it's like a civilian here. The Jay Hobbs situation where she opened fire on him in the water, and then hopping out and blasting Jay Hobbs and someone else unrelated. This is...
Well, she didn't open fire. She wasn't on the scene. She ordered them to open fire.
Oh, she didn't even make it to the scene?
No. She told them to open fire through the radio. Because she was in command doing something else somewhere else.
Oh my God. When I read that report this morning, I assumed she didn't see what Jay may have allegedly done, but she was on... Oh,
Well,
Lord have mercy.
She was somewhere else, like related to the scene, like chasing someone else. So I don't know what she was doing. So then Kwangol said, "What, this guy is hitting me with knuckles or whatever." And then she said, "Well, then fire on him." But of course, by that point, he was running away on the water, but they still fire on him, which is pretty stupid. I mean, I don't understand very well the police protocol, but why should you ask for authorization to fire to someone who's not even there?
Yeah, because they wouldn't know, like, how imminent any threat is.
No, exactly.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Well, it
Or
looks...
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's, wow. Well, all right. Okay. Well, that's the only thing I want to bring to your attention. It looks like you're already hooked up with Mason.
Yeah, he wrote to me and yeah.
He
But
seems very passionate, which I think is a good thing.
That's good. Yeah, and we need all the help we can get, right, Hammer?
You better believe it, and that's why we do our best as the operating groups there out of the Citadel and the Grapeseed with Alex Legal, Hammerhead Attorneys at Law, whoever it may be. We got our fingers on the pulse to ensure that we are getting our clients, the public, justice for the injustices that they are being served.
Gentlemen, we're going to
Exactly.
be opening up Los Santos University soon, and
Oh, that's
hoping
nice.
that it is going to be the avenue by which new and upcoming attorneys can take classes by lecturers, individuals like yourselves, that can teach people different functions of the law. And we are hoping that that institute can be a means to bring new blood in. Please do keep your ears to the ground. And if there's anything that my office can do for you, please let me know. We are planning to reintroduce a way that you can get paid for any civil cases. We don't know how it's going to work, but it's going to be like, hey, we want to do, we're taking this to court. Can we money? And my office reviews it, and we say, you know what? There is public value in taking on this case. We're going to give you, I don't know, $50,000, $100,000, something along those lines.
Well, that sounds great.
Yeah. So,
But yeah, I wanted to tell you something, Mr. Mayor. So, you know this constitution change they did? Yeah. So, no one notified us. So I was pretty angry about that. Because I was talking to Magistrate Knuckles on the phone, and he's like, yeah, Alex, they've changed the constitution, they've changed the Marshals legislations, they've changed the DOC legislation. And I'm like, well, this was 2 days ago. Why no one has told us through the email lawyer channel? And well, I don't know if related to this, but a couple...
DOJ is a broken institute.
Yeah, but don't you think they should notify it if they change the constitution?
That's why we can't be afraid of ACRing people or impeaching them.
Yeah, well,
so
I
keep
don't
in
know
mind,
if like
ACRs and impeachments don't mean people get fired. Right? It's like a warning, like, hey, don't do that. That's bad, right?
Yes, but I don't know. Maybe once we have this bar association, people will like take us more into account.
Well, keep in mind, gentlemen, it's not just a lawyer thing, right? The entire city wasn't notified. I will say that now Sean is a justice. I think we're going to see a lot more communication because he's pretty good about that. Because you're right. Like, what you're saying is 100% correct. The fact of the matter, though, is the institute known as the DOJ is just, it's broken at the justice level, right? So basic things like putting out the DOJ announcement when there's changes. There wasn't, when the February 3rd penal code changes went in, that never had an announcement. It had an announcement on the 9th, but not the 3rd.
Yeah.
The penal code changed, and actually, I recommend y'all take a look at the filings Michael and I made on the penal code originally. I think it's going to open your eyes on how bad it was.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have a look the thing you posted.
Yeah. And then take a look at
I
the
checked out
responses
some of
we
it,
put
but
yeah, but I don't know. Just notifying, hey, we've changed the constitution. Heads up. Not like 2 days later after I have a conversation about why they haven't told us anything.
Yeah, it's...
So, but yeah, maybe this bar association thing is going to raise awareness that, lawyers are here. Because they told me, the governor wrote a thing on the judge channel, and I'm like, well, great, but I'm not a judge. So
understandable. Oh, I don't even know about that.
Yeah, but no, you are right. I think with Sean it's going to be better.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of things that should be happening and the right people aren't doing it. And I think with Sean there, at least he's around. So if you guys have problems, I think he's going to actually take it into account. And I do agree that, like, you know, I can't put too much on Faulkner either, because at the end of the day, he was the one guy, right?
Yeah, especially when Arcadia stepped down, since he was the only one.
Mm-hmm. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for your time.
Cool.
I got to get some sleep. I am absolutely cooked. But
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate the time.
Yeah.
And checking out these friggin' sweet digs. Oh boy.
yeah, hell yeah.
Very nice place.
All right. We'll chat. Hopefully we can chat some more once I'm a little less cooked. You know what I mean?
Okay. Bye, Mr.
Absolutely.
Mayor.
Absolutely. Have a good one.
Take care, gentlemen.